Okay, this is going to be a quick video to explain or demonstrate how to use these programs. One is the Harvester for gathering emails, and the other is a mass mailer to send them out, a lot of them at a time. And you can purchase this as a bundled package for $35 at upnSell.com/buy/278. Both these programs separately sell for a little over $100. So I bundled them together for $35. I figured that that would make a good price for somebody. So we'll just get into it and bring up the Harvester first. And if you're into internet marketing and you're wanting to maybe hire somebody to work from home, this is designed after Craigslist, and so all the cities and the categories are going to be similar to how you would see them on Craigslist. So we're going to just choose US and Canada, because if you're working with any of the trial offer places like Instant Rewards, Free Treasure Chest, Hourly to Boot, that's only available in the US and Canada that I'm aware of. And for this demonstration, we're going to use resume section, because those are the people that are passionately seeking employment. So over here, you got some settings, and you can create keywords. So let's say if we wanted sales from the resume section, people that are into sales. So that would be keyword in the body or keyword in the title. But for this demonstration, I'm not going to use any keywords. The first setting is remove duplicate emails and phone numbers, so we definitely want to check that. Remove at Craigslist.org emails, we want to check that, because if you try to mail a mass amount of email to this type of masked email address, Craigslist will block that by using their spider bots. So that's how they kind of shut down spam. And when you're mailing this out, it's not considered spam, because these people are posting their real names, phone numbers, email addresses on the resume section of Craigslist, because they genuinely are looking for work. So if you're mailing them a work opportunity, then it should be within the limitations of the CAN-SPAM Act. So next one is remove regular emails. We want to leave that unchecked, because we definitely want to gather the real email addresses. And then we want to check the next one, extract emails in the ad content, because just because it'll be up at the usually in places where this at Craigslist.org email is, they'll have the real address up there. They also might put an email address, a name, or a phone number in the body, so we want to definitely be able to snag that. The next two check marks are for inclusive dates and times, or just the dates. If you leave them unchecked, this is going to gather email addresses from, I don't know how long the network traffic goes, forever. You could start this program and then take a shower, go to the grocery store, come back, put your groceries away, prepare dinner, have dinner, and then come back to your office and stop the program, and you might have 10, 20, 30,000 emails gathered. It's kind of a little ridiculous for one mailing, so what we're going to do is just check this top box and the next one, and then we're going to choose a date, and today's date is the 24th, I believe. So actually, I'm going to choose from the 19th all the way to the 24th. So that's like 6 days right there. The next one is a threshold or a throttle limit or a thread count. Minimum 1, maximum 100. I always leave it at 5. It says 5 to 10 threads are recommended, so I just leave it at 5. That's default. The extract phone numbers, you can put a check mark there if you choose to, but you're not going to get phone numbers for this price. For the price of this particular program, there's no way that that's going to be possible. And then next you can choose to export to a text file or a CSV file, which is an Excel file. I leave it on text because that's just what I prefer, and to be able to format them a certain way, it's easier for me to grab them out of a text file. And then this is going to always say your license key is incorrect, but if you can look up here, you see it's a pro version. It's an actual version. I don't know why it says that, but they all say that. Okay, so we have our categories selected. We have our cities and state, or cities and countries selected. 468 cities within the US and Canada. And we have all of our things selected that we want over here, our settings, just the way we want them. This advanced settings tab, you don't ever have to mess with it, just however it is, just leave it like it is. And so then up here you got your start, pause, stop, clear, and export data. Then you have your current emails, your total emails, and your network traffic, and the extracted URLs and phone numbers. So what we're going to do is just hit the start button and let it do its thing. And like I say, this could go for a while because there's 6 days here that I've chosen. These are 6 days that people have placed their resumes in the resume category. And you can start to look at the URLs being populated, and you'll see they're right here. You can click on those. You can read a brief title. You can see the real email addresses over here on the left. Of course, we're in the resume section. Right now it's starting in San Francisco area. And this is the posting date in this row. Of course, the titles I just mentioned in the URL. So you can actually double click on this. You can read, what type of, title is posted. This one here says open to any kind of a job. So that would probably be definitely a good one to mail to. See if I can just pull that up. And you'll see right here, resume is available upon request. So they weren't very enthusiastic about placing an ad. Jennifer Arroyo. Anyway, you can see her real email address right here. So she's available. She's open to any kind of job. And that does not say that she wants to work at home, but it does not say that she doesn't either. So she would be a good person to contact. Ad poster, job wanted. You just kind of look through them if you want while it's doing its scan. It says I want a job posting ads on Craigslist. Something only. One only. I don't really get that, but so for instance, if I wanted to hire this person to place ads for me on Craigslist about my job, working from home, taking inbound calls, that would be somebody that I would consider if that person was able to post correctly without getting the ads flagged or ghosted. But chances are that, in this job that we do place ads on Craigslist, but we also take inbound calls. So we might contact this person and let them know, yeah, you'll be placing ads, but you'll also be taking calls from those ads. But you don't have to go through every single one, because when you export the data, they're going to get an email from you anyway, whether it's an insurance professional, a mechanical person, a babysitter. And some of these, will say, do not contact me for work at home jobs. And sometimes they'll reply back to you with a not so nice email. So you just want to make sure that in the future you don't ever email them again. But anyway, you can see we're already over 500 emails gathered up, and we're just, who knows, we're not very far into this program at all. So it gathers them up, and it gathers them up really quick. I'm going to go ahead and just let that run while I show you the mailer program. And what you're going to do here is you're going to have a email server, or your email um, client has to be able to send out at least 500 to 1,000 emails per day or per hour. I have my own website, so I send out about 5,000 emails an hour. Well, I could send out about 5,000 an hour, but I think I only send out 500 to 1,000 a day. I might do 500 in the morning, or I might do 1,000 in the morning and 1,000 in the evening. So what you get to do is you just put in your settings. I think Gmail is mail.gmail.com or whatever. You'd have to find out what the SMTP settings are. But then you just put in your account ID and password. And then singly delivered is recommended, but on group emails I choose all at once. And you'll notice over here, you'll see how many. This is every minute and a half. You know, you can set it for however you want to set it. If you choose to do 5,000 emails and set it to go however many emails every 90 seconds. For some places, it's better to do it like that, because if you send out like 5,000, and you do it per every second or whatever, that's going to send a lot of emails per second, and that's going to raise some suspicion. So 90 seconds or a minute and a half is probably an ideal setting. But like I say, I don't use that because I use my own server. And so the email is going to look like it's going to come from support@pajamamoneyforyou.com, and my name, of course, and then they can reply to the email if they want. But I have this set up on an autoresponder, this inbound calls at pajamamoneyforyou.com, so anybody that emails that, they're not going to get an answer, a specific answer from me. Like if somebody just type in, "Hey, how are you doing today?" They're going to get an autoresponder that tells them about my work at home opportunity. So anyway, that's the way I've got the settings set up. Then we got to come over to the message and the recipients. We can preview it all. So let's get some recipients in here. I want to import from plain text, and it's going to bring this box open. And what I need to do is grab some emails here. There it says 500 or 5/18 May 18th resume not sent yet, so that means I have not sent these emails yet. So I'm going to just select them, copy them, and then I'm going to verify them through another form that I use. And you can definitely get this as free. You can find it online. It's just a free email address extractor. So what you want to do is just put the emails in here, and then you can separate them by comma, pipe, colon, new line. If you were just to mail them out, just like say you wanted to gather 100 emails and mail them out through your Gmail or your Yahoo account, you would want to do them comma separated, and then you would just select them all after they're extracted and paste it into your blind carbon copy of the outgoing email. But for what I'm doing, I'm just going to choose new line, and I can group them in groups of 10, 20, 50, 100, and I can sort them alphabetically or however I want to do it. Over here is going to give me the actual count of how many good email addresses there are after they take out the duplicates, take out ones that aren't set up in my parameters. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit extract, and you see there's 453. So this will be a really fast mailing, especially with my server. So we'll just go back over there now and paste them here, and then hit import. And then it's going to import them over here to the recipients, and it's going to ask me to save them, so I'm going to hit 518 resume, and there we go. And let me just see up here in the corner, 453 recipients in the list. So now I'm going to go to messages, and we have to input a message, which I have already created. I just have to find it. And that's not the way to do it, I don't think. Let's go to documents. Might be in my documents because it is actual document that I created. And let's go for resume marketing script or outgoing email. I think this is the one I want. So basically you just tell who you are and you know what you're doing, and give them a way to contact you. Anyway, give them a way to set up an appointment with you for, you know, your orientation if your opportunity has an orientation. So that looks good. So I'm going to select all, copy that. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to do over here on the format, I'm going to do, I like the way styled text looks, so I'm just going to do it that way and then paste it in. Now another good thing you can do is, okay, right here you can format this to where it says their first name or, you know, whatever, so it makes it a little bit more personal. You can come in here and put a tag, put first name, and then you can also, yeah, that's good enough. If you want to decorate your ad a little bit, add some boldness to it, maybe change the font style. Tahoma is probably a pretty good style. And then you can, of course, change the size of it. You can add some color. You can underline certain areas, make it italic, just like you can in your word editor. So anyway, it's going a little bit slow here because that program is running. But let's go with Papyrus. I like Papyrus. It's kind of a cool format. And then that's all there is to it. Then you just come over and take a preview, see how it's looking. And then you'll notice up here, okay, you can go through. Okay, this is 12555@gmail.com. The next one, you can just click on that. It'll show the next one. Just kind of looks, you know, lets you look and see how it's going to look. But for right now, I'm going to pause we're already up to 2,300 some odd emails. I'm going to pause that right now while we run this program. So after you got everything set up, your recipients, your message, got your settings set right, we can go ahead and just hit the send button. And it says I haven't provided a subject, so what I'm going to do is type in there, I'm going to just type in your resume, because that's what they posted on Craigslist, was a resume. And that's just letting them know when they see that hey, somebody's responding to their resume. So hit send, save and send. And I've done this a couple times, so I'm just going to add a number to that. And then we can go over to the delivery side of it now. And you'll notice over here, you'll see this starting to go down. and then up here in the top left corner, once it gets started, it'll say X amount of emails sent and 400, or out of 3 emails out of 453. So that way you'll know it's working. It might take just a little bit for this to kick in, but once the server kicks in, it's pretty quick, especially with only less than 500 emails. So anyway, you can see up here now that it's 10 out of 453. It's going pretty fast. I think I did 1,100 emails one time. It took 6 minutes. So this should only definitely take 2 or 3 minutes. And then all you have to do is sit back and wait for either your phone to ring or your orientation scheduler to start getting appointments set up, or you can go to your email address. Even though it is an autoresponder, it's still going to have their email address in your back office, in your inbox, with whatever message they send. And some people could be wanting more information or saying that they're really interested, but they want you to call them. Some people will give you not a nice email back saying, "Don't ever contact me again." So those are the ones you really want to watch out for. And if your outgoing message can offer something like an unsubscribe or, the CAN Spam Act, any way that you can comply with that would be beneficial for you. So anyway, I'm just going to let this program run. It's already at, what do we got, 300 to go. We got about 308 to go. So about 150 sent out already. And just in the couple of minutes that we've been talking, it's just sending them that fast. And at the end, it'll give you a report to let you know how many went through, if any bounced back, if any were corrupt. And I don't know if you can see, this is going pretty fast, but you can see where it's saying accepted, or it lets you know that they're going through, and they're going through quite fast. This mailer does not play around. I think it retails by itself for like $60 or $70, so it's got a lot of features to it. So you get an actual pro version with this, and you get the registration code and everything. So for $35 for both programs, there's no way that anybody on the internet's beating those prices right now. So make sure you snag a copy before I decide to raise the rent. And after this is finished, we'll go ahead and check the report. And then I'm going to stop the video and continue gathering those emails before you guys get this in your hand and steal my people from me. Just kidding. Make sure you buy upnsell.com/buy/278. You'll find that on the front of this video. If you'll pause the video right when it first starts, you can get the web address. So we're almost finished here. Looks like one of them had an error. We've got about 120 some to go. And just remember, so this is doing its thing. Of course, the preview, you can always check that. And it'll probably even show that it's going out. Or it might not let us see it at all. I don't know. I never mess with the preview after I get to the delivery option. So, and this is still paused, but the network's still going. Actually, it's not paused anymore. I thought we paused that. I don't know why it started back up. Now let's go a little bit faster because I got that paused. It was stealing some of my bandwidth. But anyway, this is a pretty long video. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I was hoping that I could get by with about 5 minutes, but apparently not. So anyway, one recipient left. Or is it finished? I don't know. It says we got one recipient left, but should connect. Give us a little message about how long it took. Here we go. 452 sent. One failed. One was undelivered. And it looks like that 1.6 recipients per second were getting an email. So 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Anyway, this has been a long enough video. Thanks for watching.